Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Monday evening. I have finished work, had my dinner, and now I am just about to go and relax with a cup of tea. However, I thought I would come and tell you today that when I got home, obviously I had a bit look at I was sitting scrolling through my phone because I haven't set the computer up the stairs again yet. And there were a lot of news headlines that were quite, not alarming, but just suggestive that things may be going awry around the world. Quite a few mentions of World War III, of Russians mapping out our cables, our undersea cables coming to the UK. That is cables for internet, cables for electricity, etc. There was another article seemingly a few days ago. They were saying that we should be stocking up on tinned goods, basically going back to the government preparation thing that we discussed quite a few months ago. So yeah, there was quite a lot of that, and I was like, that's a bit weird. And then I just laughed because I was like, yeah, done this since I started doing this about, just before COVID, I think. So quite a few years ago now, I started looking at stocking up and prepping and all that sort of stuff. And I've just now started to, slow it down a bit, not have so much stash, using everything I've got. So I had a little discussion with myself. I said, right, what are we going to do? Are we going to go mad like we did the last time? No, we are not. We are going to be sensible. We are going to inventory our cupboards. I did have a bit look at them. And we are not going to get the things that we didn't use or that we don't like. We are going to possibly maybe just add in a can here and a can there. Get some water. Do some bits and bobs like that. Just in case. But I am not going to go all out like I did before. In saying that, when I prepped before, it wasn't because of the threat of World War III or things like that. Mine was mainly the lorry drivers and power cuts. That was my main thing, the shortage of lorry drivers and power cuts. And then, of course, there was, with the COVID thing, and it was just... So, yeah, but it did strike me as quite telling that there was quite a lot of those reports that I sort of skimmed through. So yeah, we shall have to see. There's obviously the big argument about who's supporting who over in the Middle East, etc. So yeah, quite a lot of stuff going on that could be very, very scary if you believe everything's going to happen immediately, which I don't. But I do think that it would make sense to just sort stuff out, go through stuff. So I think this weekend I will be doing ticking boxes. Go and reset my power cut basket, make sure everything there is working. Go and check things for batteries, because there's no point in having stuff with batteries in it if the batteries are dead, and doing that horrible leaky thing that they do. I was lucky, I just caught Dad's big Maglite torch last year. I tried it out, as you do every so often, you try these things, and it wasn't working very well, and I undid it and the batteries had started leaking, so that got cleared out and sorted and new batteries put in. So yeah, I shall be looking at stuff like that this weekend, just because there's been a lot of reports. And as I say, I don't think anything's about to happen really quickly and it's going to be a big disaster. However, I would rather you know, have my little cushion, shall we say. I much prefer that. You know, I'd rather have it than be looking for it. So yeah, that's my thoughts for today, because do you know, I got up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed after having such a relaxing weekend, into work. Work was good. Got a clear run out of the town to come home, which was good as well. Do you know, so it was quite a positive day. I was quite chirpy. And then, as I say, I had a bit look at the headlines and was like, not liking this at all. But not enough to be scary. Just enough to go, why are they all writing like this? Do you know, let's not be stupid and ignore things, because that would just be silly. So let's just get to the weekend and get things checked. And I am absolutely confident, I have to say, that I won't be worried about anything. There won't be something like, oh my goodness, I wish I had this, or oh my goodness, where is all this gone? I'm pretty confident that I have managed to keep everything with the 2 is 1 and 1 is none theory. But it doesn't harm to check. So yeah, that's where my brain is at the moment. It's just taking this in and going, as I say, not overly alarmed, but let's not be silly. Do you know, what's it going to take me, an hour, a couple hours, just to check everything in the house? That'll do me. So there you go. So now I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and a relax, and I will catch you later.